What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy, RC Militia, and I got somebody else with me. Jamara!
Hi!
Finally, she's back. My drums are over there.
I'm sorry.
Be careful of them.
They're okay.
We're trying to sell them.
They're okay.
Okay, so we have, of course, the Nero from ARRMA, the unboxing. This is our very first ARRMA car. We've already taken it out and had a look at it. Yes, we had to.
A sneak peek.
A sneak peek. We got the blue body. We wanted the green body. Well, no. I would rather prefer the green body just for a personal reason that I will not say.
Oh, I was wanting the red body.
They don't have a red body for this.
Oh.
But regardless,
Okay.
We're going to paint it up different because I honestly think this body looks like...
Hey.
I just don't like all the splashy. It's like just every other RC.
Nah, we differ in that. Can I take it off?
If you want to. So, well, first impressions, what do you think? Without taking off the body pins that you like to play with so much, what's your first impressions?
I like the body. I like this kind of style. I think that it's a lot better than the classic lines, this, and, you know, just...
So you like the body?
Flame-ish looking stuff. I like the body.
You're just saying that so you don't have to paint a body. Anyway, my first impressions are the wheels and tires look sick as hell. The whole car just looks sick. I think with a little bit better paint job, it would look even better. And when I was carrying it in from outside, I was like, holy shit, this thing's heavy. It's
really heavy.
It's gonna be beefy, and from what I've seen from the running videos that Vasco from RC Playground has done on 6S, and as heavy as this thing is, holy shit, it moves. And some of the running videos I've seen with huge jumps and stuff like that, this thing just goes through the air like butter for a car of its size.
Yeah.
So with that said, you can go ahead and play with your little body pins.
Thank you. They're my favorite.
So we're always losing body pins.
Bam.
So here it is in all its glory. I was messing with it the other day, and I picked it up.
You tried to lift it.
I thought this was the handle. I picked it up and it just kind of came off, but I guess this is the thing to where you access all your goodies under here more easily. So what did we want to touch on first?
Let's start with what it comes with. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way.
Comes with tools, a manual, extra connectors. I'm guessing they supply these for your battery because most people probably don't have these connectors on their batteries. I'm going to be getting a set of max amps batteries for this thing. I'm hoping to take it into max amps and then just seeing the biggest amount of mAh they can put in there on with it being 6S. So yeah.
Make it go fast.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, it's just tools. They do give you nice tools. I mean, the wrench that it comes with is a nice wrench.
We'll be keeping it.
Yeah. So it's all good stuff, and it comes with an extra pinion gear. It comes with a 17-tooth pinion gear, and it also comes with a bunch of let's see, hell, I don't even know what these are for right now. Yeah, don't know. There's different servo stuff in there. I look like there's spacers for the shocks, but
you're learning while we learn.
I honestly don't know what these are for right now.
Is this called a skid plate?
Looks like shock stuff.
Is this a skid plate?
What?
Is this called a skid plate?
You could refer to it as a skid plate. Yeah, you could refer to it as a skid plate. Yeah.
So this, flip it over. This will go bottom of the car.
What is the front and the back? It gets so mixed up. This one. There we go.
This goes on the bottom, whichever way it goes. I can't see it.
It goes on. So as you can see, right in, flip it up this way. There you go. So right in here, these are going to catch if you are rock crawling with it or climbing with it. I don't know, I just felt like doing that for a little bit there. What this does is this will come off, and this is supposedly used for climbing, even though there's got a little bit of that hiccup there still that you could get caught on. So
yeah, but it's far less. It's far more plush than this.
It's far less. So that's for climbing. And with that said, we'll save all that for later. So I just wanted to introduce
I didn't want
that.
to say too much about it.
No.
Now this I like the look of.
What?
I actually think
the whole thing looks better without the body on it.
I was just gonna say,
it looks like it should be this way. It's like it's a freaking caged animal.
It's really cool. I mean, it's really cool.
The thing is amazing. I just gotta figure out how to get this back in there so it doesn't drive me nuts because it's just a little bit off alignment. Okay, so talk
about
the shocks. Let's go with the shocks.
The
shocks. Unless you have literally been living under a rock since I don't know, Traxxas made a Revo since Traxxas made the Revo. Unless you've been living under a rock, you will know what these shocks are. They're a lay-down shock. I like them quite a bit because you don't bust shocks as easy, and I know many of you out there hate working on shocks. I cannot stand putting shocks together. They're the biggest pain in the ass there is. So those are gonna be really cool, and they have a bunch of different locations. There's 4 different spots to move the top part of your shock. So you can't see it on here, but there's 4 different holes to so that you have that shock adjustment, and then you also have aluminum bodied shocks. The shock cap is plastic, which is not a bad thing. It doesn't all need to be metal. So that's not a big thing in my book at all. But it is like I said, they're adjustable, aluminum bodied. So that, and you can change the oil as well. So I'm thinking, unless, I mean, you're like the most pickiest person in the world, you can find a perfect shock setup for you with all the adjustments that's you know, they're there. And while we're on the topic of easy stuff, let's check out the battery trays.
These I like.
So, can you push them down for me?
Yep.
I can't get this one for some reason. Here we go. That's how easy it is to access your battery trays. Once your battery is in there, all done.
But what I like is it seems to be a theme that they did with this car. Easy access to your batteries, easy access to your...
That's why I said easy. Yep.
Yeah, easy access to your diffs. The front and rear bumpers, they come off so you have access to your diffs. You also can do...
It's like,
well, even at the bottom, it's access to your motor and stuff like that. They made it so that working on this car is if something breaks, you have really easy access to that location. And I think that's brilliant.
Yes, you take this whole plate off and you pretty much have access to anything you want.
All your electronics.
All your electronics.
Yep.
You're gonna have access to your whole center drive line, your drive shaft, and everything. Your center diff, access to that. I mean, this thing was literally built to be maintenance free. Like, this thing is a Savage. Like, I'm not talking about Savages and Savages like a term. I'm talking about like Savages and like HPI Savage. This is because the HPI Savage is a pain in the ass to work on. This thing is not going to be a pain in the ass to work on. I think what ARRMA did is they looked at probably 2 of the coolest cars that have been in existence for a long time.
Summit.
The Summit and the Savage. And they combined like the easiness and the type of style of the chassis from the Savage, but made it way easier to work on. And it functions, like the suspension and everything, like functions like a Summit. And with that said, let's get into some of the stuff that it does and why I compare it to a Summit and why I think this is literally... If you have a Summit and you have a Savage, you could sell them both and just have this, and I think that would do good. But that's just me saying it from based on what I see. I'm not saying go out and sell your Savage and go out and sell your Summit and then come back and blame Jeremy from RC Militia. Don't be doing that. But well, if you want to, go ahead. It's your prerogative.
Provocative?
Provocative.
They're provocative?
They're provocative. It's my prerogative. Sorry, Bobby Brown.
Okay, so what does this car do?
So, well, I wanted to go, I want to see
do?
what the suspension actually, okay, the suspension does feel actually pretty good. I thought it felt a little stiff when I took it out of the box, but now that I'm messing with it a little bit better, I don't know. It seems pretty good, but we'll have to get it out and see exactly how it drives and stuff. Usually I'm pretty happy with the setup of suspension out of the box.
Yeah.
On most cars that are of this caliber, I'm usually pretty happy about it.
I've never heard you really complain too much about it. It's usually not really a setup. It's usually just kind of more oil, less oil, that kind of stuff, whatever.
Yeah, but we rarely work on the shocks. We really don't have to. The Wraith was one thing we did.
Let's get to it.
Okay, so let's get to it. It does have different connectors on it. These are called AMAS connectors, I'm guessing, and they are an XT90. They look like the Newcastle connectors, so like I said, I'm going to have to hit up Max Amps for some batteries for this thing, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to see this thing in there and examine it and all that good stuff too. So it'll be headed off to Max Amps hopefully pretty soon here. Like I said, the setup for the suspension and everything like that is just like the e-Revo and the Summit. So I'm trying to give you guys a good look, but god dang it. Okay, this is going to be a bitch.
Get it.
But basically, it's exact same. I mean, it's literally the exact same as the Revo, except for a whole lot beefier and better. The Revo is it's an average car for. I mean, if you put any power to it, you're going to destroy the Revo. But this thing, I don't think you're going to have that problem with. So the center drive line and all that is all metal. You have like your drive shafts are metal. All your linkages are good and thick metal.
Yeah, any plastic on here is really thick and really durable.
Yeah, the plastic seems...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, anything's better than axial plastic. I'll say that in every video. I don't know. I think Walmart stuff may be actually better than Axial's plastic.
Now he's just being nuts. Okay.
No, I'm just joking on that. I just like to give Axial a hard time.
So what does this car do?
So what does this car do? This car does 4 different things. What is really cool, but that's what's really cool about it. That's why we bought it. If this had just been a regular, just like the regular Nero, because there's another one that doesn't have the diff brain in it. Oh. So we got to mention that. This one has the diff brain in it.
Yeah.
But the diff brain does, so did you want to talk about what you were asking about when you were scrolling through videos?
The diff brain?
No, you were talking about it has servos on every...
Oh yeah, it has, I was asking about the locking, the servo-powered...
servo-powered locking diffs.
Locking diffs. Yes. Yeah, I was asking about that.
Servo-powered locking diffs. The Summit had servo-powered locking diffs as well, so that's not a new thing. But these guys, I think, stepped it up with better servos. I haven't seen them, so I have to look for them. I'm sure if I take off the plate here, I'll be able to see them. So, with that said, it has locking diffs, so therefore it can do a lot of different stuff. The Summit can only go... Let's see, what does it have on it? It has 3 different things on the Summit, I can't remember. But basically, I only use it on the highest setting, and I don't know, it does pretty good for crawling too. So I'm not going to totally compare it to the Summit because they are a different animal in some respects, but the same in others. So you'll notice, if you can see this right here, it's supposed to be.
So flip your head upside down, guys.
If you're
there we go.
I don't think oh yeah, it was upside down. So you can see it has 4 different modes. You just control it with the one button. Right.
Yeah, which is really nice.
On the side right there.
Interchangeable.
It's really cool. The remote's nice and compact, unlike the Summit remote that is just all big.
It can be little. This is a tactic remote, and we find that tactic remotes for small hands like I have are really good for kids and for girls with small hands. Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend sticking this in the hand of a child, though.
No. Maybe just a tactic remote with something less powerful. But yeah, so tactic remotes, all of them that we've had to
they've all been
really
great.
Good for my small
good
hands.
Response and really good distance. I'd say these remotes are, with the distance and stuff, just as good as that of like a $400, $500 radio that you have to buy separately. So tactic is my new favorite RTR radio.
Yeah.
I like the way they're designed and everything like that. So the diff brain. So what it does is it can blast, which that means bash, so go really friggin' fast. And therefore that all diffs are unlocked on that one, which makes sense. And then you have the wheelie mode, which is I like how you're counting with your hands there.
Thank you.
You have the wheelie mode, which only locks the center diff. And then you have, let's see, there was wheelie. So it was blast, wheelie.
And then drifting.
Drifting. So it has the... It has the center and the... It looks like the front diff locked if they're going in order, the center and the back.
That one weirds me out. I don't picture this as drifting anything.
I think it's going to be quite funny to watch it drift.
I think we will try that
but I'm going to make it. Damn it!
I want to see it.
It says it's going to drift. I'm going to make this son of a bitch drift. So
Except for that, you don't know how to drift with a drifter. How are you going to drift with a...
This would probably be better practice. So I don't.
That's true.
I don't know.
We'll see. You don't mess up any of my drifting bodies.
We'll see. We'll see. But what I think it needs for drifting, it's going to need some street tires, and I think it's going to need some wet pavement. Maybe, I don't know, but the power in this thing is absolutely freaking phenomenal from videos that I've seen.
Okay,
and
the last one makes
all
sense.
4 diffs locked, which makes this makes more sense.
The last one is the
wheelie mode's kind of cool.
Last one is the
it's the
climbing.
Yes, there you go. So therefore, all diffs are locked. But yes. I mean, I don't know how well this thing is going to climb. It is.
We're interested to see.
It's going to be interesting. I think for literally, except for blast and wheelie, the mode, I think it would require different tires to be really good at what it does.
But I don't know.
But we'll see.
Supposedly, I mean, they're not saying, hey, you have to change your tires in order to use 2 of the settings. So I'm assuming how they have it set up, it's an RTR. That's the way that it should be able to do it. So we will try.
We'll see. With these tires, maybe it can drift on dirt, not on pavement.
We'll try it.
But we'll see. But there's nothing against the tires. The tires look absolutely fantastic.
No, the tires
they look
really
really good. The compound seems good. So yeah. And the on-off position is, or the on-off switch is actually in a cool little spot.
Yep, really easy to get
So
to.
it's easy to get to, but not too easy to get to that it turns off on you.
It's really kind of the theme of this entire thing is easy to get to.
Yes, the whole thing is
It's
like
brilliantly
the
thought
maintenance is thought out so well with the TVP chassis. I mean,
Yep, and it's
having
completely water. I mean, you got the servo waterproof.
Yeah, everything's waterproof.
Everything's waterproof, dirt proof.
Yep,
pretty much.
And having the TVP chassis and having like something, you know, the Savage has a TVP chassis. A lot of them do, and a lot of the cars with the TVP chassis are a bitch to work on, and this one is. It looks like it's going to be like my favorite RC because I hate ones that are pain in the ass to work on. Like changing the diff that I have to, or changing the gear mesh and the K-Rock that I have to change.
Oh, I know.
I've looked at it, and it looks like it's going to be a serious bitch to do. It looks like it's going to.
So this is really nice for me because he's more of he likes to drive. A lot of you guys out there, you really like to work on the cars. That's not so much for him. He doesn't really have the patience to work on cars very well.
No, but I'm getting into liking building kits more and stuff like that, and no tools are being thrown as of yet on the Ascender build and stuff like that. You haven't been around for the Ascender build. There was so far for the Ascender. I mean, there's just been nothing but words. Well,
encouraging.
Yeah,
words
no,
to
there was curse words because it was my own fault because I was not reading the manual correctly. So yeah.
Well, I'm excited about this. I'm really excited to make a running video. Oh, and even though we have a blue body. That one's not going to come, that's not going to stay on it because what we really like, it works really well. We came up with no.
You did? What?
No, I'm mixing up color schemes. There's so many bodies that I have to paint right now. I'm mixing up color schemes. But if I do paint a body for this, I'm going to have to go with red because, I mean, just got the red aluminum.
It's got red
You got the red wheel nuts on the side.
Red for RC Militia.
Yeah. So it just makes sense that I'd go with red. So when I do paint a body for this,
I think this should be an RC Militia themed body, just straight up RC Militia.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking would be perfect. It's already red and black. Might as well just make. We don't have a straight up RC Militia body, so I think that's what I'll do. Nero will be the RC Militia body.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Set in stone.
Sounds good.
We're good.
Nero was also a Roman emperor too. So if you wanted to know about that,
carrying it, guys,
from 54 to 68 AD.
Someone did his history research.
There's no history.
Carrying it, carry from handle right here.
Yeah.
Don't grab it from up here.
It's specifically a carrying handle in the back is what they say. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do what Jeremy did, okay?
So I'm not sure exactly why that comes off so easy, but I'm just guessing to get to all your goodies very easily, your shocks and stuff. Yeah, that's right.
You take out these little pins right here.
Take out the pins and then this just pops out.
And then that comes out.
Yep. So I think we covered pretty much everything without getting super technical.
Yeah.
If you want to view a super technical, very, very extremely informative video that is very well done, go watch Vasco's video, his unboxing of it. I'll put a link in the description
Vasco's
below.
OCRC Playground, guys.
Yes. Didn't I say OCRC Playground? Okay. So Vasco from OCRC Playground. I will stick his unboxing video in the link below, in the description below.
Yes.
And it answers all your questions that we have probably not covered. It will answer every question you have about this car. I mean, in detail. Yep. Really, really good. Really good. So.
All right.
With that said, I think we're done, and we got one more unboxing coming at you. And I think
I'm excited for that one.
No, we got like 2 more unboxings.
We got a couple more.
We got 2 more unboxings. Well, one more as of right now.
Oh my gosh.
Unless you want to see Jamera. Unless you want to see Jamera. I'm just trying to tell you, we're doing all these unboxings because we want to get these things out and run them, and I refuse to just. I don't know. I'm just weird. I just want to get all of them unboxed and then get them all done. It is an OCD thing for me. So yes. Yep. So before this thing's even driven, I, for my OCD, have to get all the other stuff unboxed, and then I can start running videos. And Jamera and I are going to start running videos next week when she comes in on Monday or Tuesday, something like that.
Yep.
So be looking for the running videos, and yeah, I'm stoked to run this thing. I'm not sure where we're going to take it yet, but I have a few ideas in mind.
Yeah.
I just don't want to bust it right away. So there's different ones. I'll have to see. I don't know. The durability looks good, but I think we'll be good. So
yep.
With that one, you want to sign us off? Comment, like, share, subscribe.
Yes. Thumbs up. Thumbs down.
Don't give a shit either way.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.
See ya!
Is that like Mickey Mouse?